Now, a trailer that I was not expecting, but probably should have been just because this show is right around the corner, is the first trailer for the Book of Boba Fett. This dropped, I think, December, so next month. And I'm not going to lie, while this is not the best trailer of the year, it does get me very, very hyped, and it's also something different tonally than what I was expecting for this Boba Fett series, because when Boba Fett got introduced in Season 2 of The Mandalorian, he just immediately starts wrecking house. He's just destroying all the stormtroopers. It looks like he's got all this badass action, and this definitely is more low-key. Sure, we've still got some action here, but this definitely seems more, I'm ruling the underworld now, and I'm kind of all about it. The line that I'm just going, oh yes, is Jabba ran the underworld out of fear. I will run it with respect. And I'm just going, heck yeah. Now, my immediate thought, because it's my brain, and because I still think the ending of Mandalorian Season 2 is just the Iron Man of the greater Disney Plus Star Wars Cinematic Universe. As great as this trailer was, I'm thinking the whole time, okay, what's going to be the stinger at the end of the season? Because I'm sure there will be.
Yeah.
It's either, I would love it if either Boba Fett goes, there's still an open contract on that smuggler, and goes to basically find Han, or what I kind of hope even more so is the man that tried to kill me by throwing me in the pit is still out there. He won't get that same mistake again, and he goes to find Luke Skywalker. I could go for a Boba Fett Luke Skywalker rematch, because, you know, Boba going out like a chump and accidentally getting bumped into a pit to his death. Like, come on now.
I think what's really cool is the contrast between what last time we saw Boba to this. Apparently he's going to be in this show. In this show, is that, like, we know he can wreck house. And obviously, they're not going to, like, just not have him wreck house in this trailer, because there's times where he's, like, got those crazy eyes and he's, like, whacking the crap out of someone. So, obviously, it's still going to happen. But I like that we, as the audience, can go into this, like, basically a political thriller, and go, okay, he could go off at any moment. We know what he's actually capable of. And some of these people might not know what he's capable of. Kind of like that scene where he's like, well, well, what's to stop us from just killing you and taking everything? And Boba, like, there's definitely something that happens in between that moment and the line delivered by Boba later, where he's like, well, if you had said that kind of insolence to Jabba, he would have thrown you to the menagerie. Like, there's definitely something that happens between there. But I just love, like, Boba being this, like, calm, cool, collected, like, overlord of the underworld. Like, that just sounds so cool. And as much as, like, your theory sounds super cool, like, for this ending stinger, the only reason I'd like him to go after Luke Skywalker is if they're going to have Sebastian Stan play Skywalker, because I don't want so much CG in the face, and he already looks like Mark Hamill. Come on, just let it happen. It's fine. I'm trying to think of, like, what could maybe him going back to hang out with Mando would be cool, but, like, I feel like this is gonna be a expansion. I don't know about you, but when they showed that shot of Mos Eisley, I was like, oh, whoa, this town's grown so much. That's so great. Like, how did they communicate that in, like, one shot of, like, me as a Star Wars fan who knows what Mos Eisley looks like, being like, oh, hey, that's Mos Eisley. Whoa, it's gotten so big. Man, this feels like coming home to a town after 4 years of college. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's so cool. That was such a cool feeling. I don't know why.
I love at the end when he's just like, the line that you mentioned of just like, if you said that to Jabba, he would have fed you to his menagerie. Speak freely. And I'm just going, nope, don't speak freely.
That's a threat.
It's like the stereotypical of, like, you could do what you want. You cannot do what you want. Speak freely. If we don't get references to Luke or Han, can we bring back some Star Wars bounty hunters, please?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like Dengar or Bosk, or I don't know because I don't know this section of the universe, and I know this storyline was originally planned. It just never came to fruition. We know Dave Filoni is in charge of all the streaming stuff, or has a hand in all the streaming stuff. Josh, how would you feel about Boba Fett versus Cad Bane?
Oh, I'm down. Yeah. The other thing that had come to mind is like, well, as far as we know, Obi-Wan is going to be on Tatooine at the same time.
Obi-Wan's dead. This is after Return of the Jedi.
No, don't talk to me, man. I don't need.
Where's your brain? This is after Mando season 2.
I love that. I was like, man, it's so great to see Mos Eisley grow, and then instantly go to like putting something outside of the timeline. Dang it. Okay, never mind.
It's after Return of the Luke.
Yeah, don't. Yeah,
Obi-Wan is long gone.
Well, some of the fan theories for this trailer are insane. Like some of them were saying like there's some moments where he's fighting Darth Maul and was like, excuse me, Darth Maul's been dead for a long time.
He's been killed twice by Obi-Wan.
Yeah, like you can't shut up. Like that's not gonna be a thing that happens here. Like
no, but like they never did actually end up filming that Cad Bane thing. Supposedly, they were supposed to do a Boba Fett versus Cad Bane in like either Bad Batch or Clone Wars, and it got scrapped. And that's where Boba gets his iconic dent in the helmet from, is from Cad Bane. So maybe for those that don't know, Cad Bane is like one of the best bounty hunters in Clone Wars. Now, I'm not a Clone Wars expert. I've seen a few episodes, but I think that would be an interesting way to expand a universe, kind of like they did with bringing in Ahsoka for season 2 of Mando. If you bring in more, that could make the universe smaller, though, as opposed to growing it larger. I would like to see like a Dengar or a Bosk, especially a Bosk, come in because he's OP in the games, and I just like
true.
Bosk.
That's true. What'd be really cool is if he started getting all those bounty hunters as his quote unquote royal guard.
Oh.
Like, that would be cool. Like, you gotta fight all these, like, of the best to get to him. Anyway.
Or we get this. Season 1 is him claiming Jabba's throne. And season 2, it's going to be a weird analogy, but go with me here. Boba Fett becomes Amanda Waller and has his own Suicide Squad of bounty hunters.
I'm down. Yeah.
That'd
be cool. The only other thing that comes to mind right off the bat, outside of them just doing something completely new, I don't remember how she exits the show, but it might be interesting to bring Ventress to live action.
Ooh.
But I don't know. I'm trying to remember if she like dies in Clone Wars.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember, but like having Ventress in live action would be really, really cool. Just to have, I mean, you don't have to have a Force user in the show. You never have to have a Force user in Star Wars shows, but it'd be kind of cool if if he's trying to take over the underworld of Tatooine, and there just happens to be another big major boss that's also trying to compete and take over the underworld, and it just happens to be Ventress. Like that would be super interesting to me. But then again, I don't know I don't remember how she exits the show, so it might be a little shoddy there.
I don't remember either.